Like after a pretty successful road trip with a dramatic ending, what's the emotional temperature of this team right now?
Oh, well, we're excited to be home. Obviously, a couple big come from behind wins, and the group feels good about where we're at, but not really much time to come up from air this time of year, so just right back to work today.
We've got 13 games left to lock in a playoff spot. Does it feel like this team has to play playoff hockey now? Like every win, loss, and overtime point is magnified?
Yeah, I think for the last really 20 games of the year, it's just kind of going to feel like that. I think we're already in that mindset. Every game is the most important game until the next one, and we did what we needed to do on that road trip, and we've been good on home ice, but we gotta continue that trend and take care of business, because I think from the looks of it, we're going to need every point we can get.
You mentioned, not much time to breathe. I mean, it's kind of the way that the schedule works, I know, but coming off 3 big wins, have you guys felt like this year you've been pretty good at managing, when you have those highs, you get it right back to level, and same with the tough losses too?
Yeah, I think we've done a good job just kind of staying even keel. I think somebody told me early on in this league that you're never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad as you think you are. So I feel like it's just a constant reminder that we have in our room to, we've won 3 in a row, but you just treat the next game, it's a new day and a new start. And same thing, if had you lost 3 in a row, you treat it the same way. You just get back to work and put your best foot forward.
You guys have played like 4 games here since Four Nations, which was a long break. Does it feel unfamiliar stepping into the Saddledome right now? It's been so long.
No, I mean, definitely in and out a little bit, but home is home. It always feels good to be back here, and the Dome has its charm, so it's fun to play at home, and obviously have the momentum of the crowd on our side, and hopefully we can continue to play well here.
How good was it to look to your left and see number 11 there at practice today?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, weren't really sure what to expect with him, so the sooner the better. We're obviously happy to have backs back in the lineup as soon as we can get them, and for me, it's another way to feel right at home is seeing 11 on the ice. So it's always good to have him back, and I guess hopefully we'll see. I don't know where he's at, but we'll see how it goes.
What have you missed most without him?
Well, just those critical situations in games. I think late face-offs, D-zone draws, PK, power play. I mean, you name it, he's got his fingerprints on it. So he's a big hole to fill, but you guys have done a good job stepping up. Obviously, the obvious guys, Matty, Hubie, Naz, Zar, guys that stepped up and played huge roles in helping us get points on the road, and we're going to need more of that until we get our full cast of characters.
Can you feel the level on the ice at this time of your rise as well, whether it's your team or the competition? Does it feel a little bit different this time?
Just I wouldn't say the game necessarily changes, but I think the sacrifice and the emotion, and when Hubie scores that goal on the island to tie it, every guy on the bench celebrated as if they scored the goal. It's just one of those. We know how important every point is and every game is, and guys are willing to put themselves in front of shots and do what it takes. You got to pay a price this time of year, and if you want to be a playoff team and do well in playoffs, that's the kind of hockey you got to play. So we're just getting an extra dose this time around.
Can you lean on the experience that you gained winning 2 Stanley Cups at this time of the year? I know we're not in the playoffs yet, but it kind of feels like we are.
Yeah, like I said, I think the line between the way you got to play right now and the way you got to play game 1 of the playoffs there is not any difference in my opinion. So I think it's an understanding of critical times in games and reminding guys, first minute, last minute of periods, just little key reminders that if you want to win tight games, tight checking games, those are the times that matter. And we've got a lot of guys in here that have had success in the playoffs, so there's a lot of voices that are coming around in big times and in big games.
You talked about Huberdeau in terms of one of those guys who's kind of seemed to take his game to a new level. Can you kind of speak to what you've seen in him year 3 that's maybe completely changed from his first 2 years here?
Yeah, I don't know. He just looks confident, and he's got that swagger back, and it's a bit of a running joke that he's turned himself into a power forward on our team, and but he's winning all of his battles. He's physical. He's confident, strong on pucks. He's shooting the puck well. Just the Hubie that everyone knows and expects, and couldn't be happier for him. He's a great guy. He's worked really hard to get his game back around to where he wants it to be, and he's a huge reason why we're in the situation that we're in right now.
Blake, apologies if you've been asked this, but just how much of a threat has Matt Cornell become for this club?
Well, his shot speaks for itself. I don't have to say much on that, obviously, but he works really hard and he puts himself in those positions to be able to get those opportunities. Some scorers wait around for other guys to do the dirty work and can finish it off, but he's well-rounded, and he works hard to get pucks and get pucks up the ice. He's a good puck mover as well, so he's really well-rounded, and I think the fact that he's such a good kid and works so hard is why he's so easy to root for. But his shot's definitely what sets him apart in this league.